Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday. We are here to continue our Kona playthrough. Let's see. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath here. I had to do something. Excuse me, unexpected at the last minute. So, let's see, where are we at? I think we've pretty much explored. I won't say we've uncovered everything, but certainly all of the major stuff. That's the gas station and below. We fixed the submarine. We got 3 of the visions, I guess you could call them. We've got 3 of those. We found lots of pictures of the ice. We were planning to go north of the gas station starting tonight, but I think there's a couple of things I want to do first. One is we still don't have the warm clothing, and I think I know why we couldn't make the caribou for it. Note for Jean-Noir, we fled. It was getting too dangerous. More people live in North Manistan. It will be safer there. Jean-Noir. Alright, where's the snowmobile? I think the reason why we couldn't make the caribou was because we didn't have room for it in our inventory. All of our water bottles are full, and we need an empty one. For the caribou. So I think that's what we're going to try and do first and see if that's actually the issue. Alright, so this should be... We have to get off the snowmobile. Ascot! Yes, I can. And that's something that I do need to do. And the nice thing is, and we found this out yesterday, I think, is anything that you put in the back of the snowmobile is automatically available to you in the pickup. So it's kind of a global storage system, if you will. So I don't know if you were here at the very beginning. There's a couple of things that I want to do before we move on, because I think at the end of the stream last night I said we were going to go north of the garage. Why do I want to keep calling it the garage? The gas station right here. But what I wanted to do before we did that was I want to go talk to the old man again, because I think I know why we couldn't make the caribou for him, so that we could get the warm clothes. Plus, you remember the puzzle that we did with the electricity yesterday? There was a path leading past that satellite dish. There was a bicycle off to the right on the wooden planks or the wooden bridge or whatever. We never went down that way. So that's another thing that I want to do before we move on from this area. So I want to do those things first. Alright, now there's one house there. Let's get off the mobile, check the map. We're looking for Old Rosaire. That's who we're looking for. Okay, so Yeah, that's supposed to be, right, that's supposed to be just north of the gas station, as I recall. At least my interpretation of the map. We can, when we get inside the old man's house, we can double check the treasure map.
It was so cold. Already Carl did
What's
not
up,
feel his
Ty?
toes anymore.
How's it going, guys? Okay, we kind of have to be careful going in the front door. Because he's got a gun.
Tu m'amènes un bon galon de caribou, puis on devient amis. Sinon, mon petit gars, tu sors avant que je te sorte.
Oh, crap. Yeah, he speaks nothing but French. So, I think the reason why we weren't able to get the caribou is because we did not have an empty bottle to put it in when we made it. See, these are the warm clothes that we're trying to get.
C'est vrai, le jeune, que tu te promènes quasiment en bobette. Une bonne police, ça te fera pas de tort. Mais je vais te dire une chose. Dans ton coin de pays, comme par ici, on n'a rien sans rien.
Caribou is the wine that we have to make. And let's see, if I remember correctly, it is like the next house up. It's the, oh, what the hell was it called? The Patriots house, I think.
Tu marches, tu marches, tu marches. Tu sens des pieds.
All right, let's make sure we're warm. I don't know about my Kona Cola, but I've got some dew right here. Of course, it wouldn't be an Iceman stream if I didn't have my Mountain Dew handy, right? Might as well. Shit, they might as well pay me for the free advertising. Alright, so we're gonna have to come back to him as soon as...
There, Carl had fed his mind, but had forgotten the harsh reality that his body also needed nourishment, especially in the dead of winter.
I did not see this before. How do I get up there? Nothing to interact with. I can't stand around too long. The gas can. I was also reading today earlier about the game, and I don't know if I'd mentioned this previously, but this is actually the first of a series of 4 games that are set in the same universe, so to speak, even though they're not prequels or sequels to each other. But they are, according to the developers, they are tied together in some way. And they are working on the second one as we speak. There we go.
Now what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Tippy!
Real
What's
free
up,
shit
dude?
now, man.
I know, man. It's fucking cold. What's up, brother? here and get this one too.
If Carl had at any point wished to get his hands on some caribou, he couldn't have wished for better than a distillery like this one.
Alright. Like I said, I think the reason that we couldn't make it is because we didn't have an empty bottle to put it in. All of our bottles were full of water. Alright, so if you come over here to the distillery, you got the bottle of wine. That's the icon on the left. But the right one, I'm pretty sure, is a bottle for water. So what we're going to do is we're going to drink one of them to test that theory. Ah, nice. Like he's taking a leak. Give the old man literally some piss water.
The rag reeked of fermented
All right.
vomit. Carl wondered how one could bear to live in such gross and horrid conditions.
All right, so we got that. So now we can go back to the old man. Hey, misbehave. How are you? Welcome. Get a warm coat and join us because it's cold. Although it's about to be not quite as cold as soon as we get back to the old man. Oh, really? Major. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my God, don't tell me I can't get out of the house now. Carl has gotten himself in quite a predicament. He can't get out of the house. Are you serious? There is no jumping. I can only tell it to open. I have no control over. Yeah, we had to put it together. It was. I mean, there's no jump. There's no jump button. The only thing I can do is that. Crouch. Shit. I was gonna say could reload. Let's see. What do we got here? Save. Load checkpoint. House of the Patriot. Let's go back to this one. It's all auto saves, by the way. You can't. I mean, you can manually save. You just got to go buy a fire. All right. Oh, nice. And it even moved the ski-doo for me. Do I have... have the booze? Shh, no, I do not. Consumables. Bottle of water. Work was nuts. Some leftover stuff from Labor Day or something, I presume. Let's get a save. Maybe you can only get them so often. Oh, right, hurricane, that's right. I keep forgetting you live in Florida. What are they projecting? Where, I guess? Where are they currently projecting
Carl
landfall
felt that
to
it
be?
was mission accomplished with the wicked nectar in his hands.
All right. Actually, what I want to do first. All right, let's go back down the main road here. Will it land? Somewhere! Last I saw, it was a 4. And they're predicting that it could get up to a 5. What we're doing right now is we're doing a little bit of backtracking. We've got the caribou, so we can get the coat from the old man, but he's back in the other direction. There was a, for lack of a better term, a bridge up here by this. We're going over here to warm up. We're just going to make a pit stop real quick. Yeah, this is where the Ski-Doo was, the snowmobile tippy. It was here. It was in the back there, and all the parts for it were scattered all around this place, except for the key, which Hascat and I spent, well, probably me, mostly me, spent like half an hour trying to figure out the damn puzzle to open the door to get the key. Assuming I can just drive up there now. Oh, the benefits of a snowmobile. And another loading screen. First. The first time we came through here, we couldn't get past the satellite dish, and that's because I didn't see that there's a path. You see straight ahead, it goes up the hill. I didn't see that the first time. I went ahead and round to the left first. But if we take the path to the right there, that would allow us to get to the dish that's in front of me now, but the dish was facing us the other day and we couldn't get past it, so going around and taking that path to the back allowed us to hit that switch back there to rotate the dish around so we could get over in that area to do the puzzle that I was just talking about, and that's where the snowmobile key was. But the reason that we're coming back here is because, see, there's the dish and there's the puzzle beyond it, and we never went this way past this bike and this bag. So what I want to do now is just see what's down this way, if anything. And there's nothing, so we came all the way down here for nothing, but that's okay. At least we know now. And the problem with this puzzle is it required some basic knowledge of electronics and electricity that I'm not sure a lot of people will have. there is one nice thing that's here, and it's a radiator. And we had to rotate these switches and all these wires lined up and connected, and some of them are cut in order to get electricity to this door handle here to open that, and the key was right there. So just a bit of a recap. All right, now we can go get the coat. Oh, and Ty, if you're still there, thank you the other day for the reminder about the infamous Second Son. I did go download that today, so thank you for that. That's right. He's through the oh, what the hell is it called? Trellis, the right word? May not be the right word. Well, actually, there is something else that we can do once we get the clothes. So that ice back there, if you take the snowmobile back there, there's a cave back there. The problem is you can't go inside of it because it's too cold. But once we get these clothes, should be able to turn around and go back. Well, eventually we'll get to the treasure map. No, I have no idea. It's just there's already some kind of supernatural angle. It's cold ice. Yeah, here's the old man that we're gonna get the clothes from. We gotta give him this bottle of booze and he'll be happy. And he'll give us the warm clothes and then we'll be happy. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. I got your booze, buddy. Right here.
Ah, quand on cherche, on trouve. Parce que je t'aime bien, à cette heure, je vais te dire quelque chose. Tu fais bien de prendre ma pélice. Parce que par là-bas, tu vas rencontrer le vrai froid. Un froid qui glace comme t'en as jamais connu dans ta vie.
Winter is coming. What a nice name for the achievement. Nice. Gloves, too. And let's see. We don't have any bottle almost to fill up. Actually, let's look at... Oh, you're talking about you're talking about the caribou tracks? Actually, there's 2 sets of tracks generally around the ice. Not all of them have it, but there's generally 2 sets. One set will be wolf tracks, which we do see wolves occasionally. I had to kill one of them to get back over there to by where the satellite dish was. And the ones that kind of glow, those are, I guess, caribou. And you only see those if you take a picture of the ice. Oh, I was going to look at my inventory. You're almost full. An empty gas can. Damn it, we should have... Okay, when we go back out... When we go back out to the gas station and get ready to turn north to go back up by Martin's house and look for the treasure map, we'll just have to remember to take a quick trip back down to the gas station to fill that can up. Because who knows what we're going to need it for. Let's see, we'll put the empty gas can in the... Let's see, we've got bolt cutters. Where are the cigarettes? I'll keep one for good measure, but I don't plan on using them. We'll keep the lantern just in case. We'll keep the axe just in case. Beer bottle. And like I was saying before, anything that you put in the back of the snowmobile will be available to in the pickups.
The old man's cabin had been very generous to Carl. He couldn't have asked for more.
Alright, so we were going to go this way. There's a patch of the blue ice. And a kind of an open section. That's where we need to go. I think it was here. Let me check the map again. Yeah, it's just a little bit farther down. There it is right there. So if we turn right here, now every time we've come down here, we get near the cave entrance, there'll be at least 2 wolves that'll come out. They won't attack us. At least they haven't yet. Of course, as soon as I say that.
Luckily, he had the coat to protect him from the biting cold.
Thank you, Mr. Announcer Guy. More tracks. I have no idea. I mean, but you know me. Hey, if it looks dangerous, I'm heading straight for it. I have no fear. Okay. Now can we... Right. We have talked about that movie too. Ooh, can I light a fire here? Ah, we need a log. Well, that's actually good because I was planning on going back that way anyway. Because there was a fork. Something like that. Yeah, okay, that was the fork. And that's the picture that we took coming in. So we just need to grab a piece of wood out of the snowmobile. Did we get a picture of this? I would like to withdraw a log, please. Actually. Guess we don't have room for one more. Yeah. Give me some light also. Woot! The hell was that? Where did I get that wood? You just pick it up. People have stacks of firewood on around their house. You just walk over and pick some of it up. It's all over the place. It's a good thing I had all that hammer and all the Game over, man. Private detective. Well, it was in the storage on the snowmobile, right? And yes, I just had like 10 pieces in there just in case. Because the fires are your save points, right? So you want to be able to save at every opportunity you can get. And that's looks like a burnt body up there. One of the things that I had planned to do just was before I came in here again, after we went back out for the other piece of wood, I was going to get an extra piece of wood just in case, so I didn't have to go all the way back to the snowmobile again. But I didn't have room for it. Another vision? Yep.
Another instance of this magic ice. What was this one doing? Lying on the ground, so afraid.
This is the supernatural part of it.
Into ice.
Follow the hands.
He had been running in fear from something creeping towards him, against which he couldn't do anything, only to end up like this, petrified and cold.
This is the fourth one of these I think we've come across. Oh, I didn't see this little passage. Oh, is there a gun there? Can I have the gun? Oh, nice. Okay. I see dynamite. There you go, Ty, right there, buddy. Ask for Kona Cola, you shall have some Kona Cola. Oh, look at all that wire. We've come across a couple of places so far where we needed wire, but we didn't have any. We have yet to run into wire. Alright, we can probably put some firewood in there. I guess we continue. Well, let's grab this first. Lost cause.
It seemed as though Régin had been ready to take up arms and slay people like Hamilton. Could he have committed murder for his cause? Who could have gotten killed in front of his very eyes?
August 8th, 1970, old Rosaire told me the mine administrators were having us on, and that the mines from before the war were neither collapsed nor inaccessible. Well, as usual, the old man was right. Old Rosaire is the guy we got the coat from. Those damn English people keep lying to us every damn day because we're just slaves to them. Water boys, white Negroes, like Valère said. We'll see who the slaves are by the end of the year. I'll set up the heart of my government in those mines. The resistance. Watch out, fat cats. I'm putting bayonets on our cannons. August 14th. The English tell us the region is full of resources. The resource they're forgetting about is our seniors. It's full of old people around here, and they've got plenty of resources. Old man Rosaire, in exchange for a full load of bottles of caribou a day, put us in contact with the best our country has to offer. Veterans, hunters, the salt of the earth, I'm telling you. These people have shotguns upon shotguns in blinds all over the territory. They agreed to lend me some, pretty much no questions asked. I still told them a big fat cat
how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Setup was in the works. I also told him our aim was to make sure... Alright, let's go back to the fire first. Down. We can light it. We just need some wood. There we go. And let's pick up another one for safe measure. Plus some duct tape. Dynamite. Cat said there was a... Ooh. Nice. Carl's inventory is full. Oh, we can fix that. MacGyver has been there. Those almost look like those Garans? Garans? Oh, Lee Enfield. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, let's... I think so, yeah. Yep. 5 rounds. Although we really haven't needed a gun. The only reason that we fired the pistol that we have is because this was yesterday when we were trying to get into where that puzzle was over by the satellite dish. There was a padlock on it, interestingly enough, that it would not let us use our bolt cutters on. Even though we had been able to use bolt cutters on locks in other places in the game, but it wouldn't let us use them there, so I was trying to use the pistol to shoot the lock off, and it didn't work. I guess we've cleaned it out. Let's see what the inventory looks like. Okay, we are full on inventory. We can pick up nothing else. Let's see, where's the diary? I want to finish reading this. Did we do this? These people have shotguns upon shotguns in blinds all over the territory. They agreed to lend me some, pretty much no questions asked. I still told them a big fat cat hunt was in the works. I also told them our aim was to make sure there was not a damn one of them left from here to the... Oh, wow. Ottaway River, I guess. September 1st. It is October 1970, by the way, in the game lore. It's even better than I had thought. The guns aren't old-timey relics from the Great War. There are modern semi-automatic weapons in there too, and dynamite stolen from the mining sites after closing. All I need now is a militia to bear these arms and kick the English out of our lands. I'm wondering who the savages will back up. I have faith, that they will help us and not them. Taking back their land is a matter of principle for them. September 4th. God damn it. Jules really has no balls, and he really does not. Not figuratively. Literally. Or not literally, but figuratively. I was aware of that before bringing him into my project, but it's so insulting to be emasculated like that. He told me in his wimpy voice that he has something to blackmail Big Hamilton with, and we already found that. What's the point of blackmailing him when we could just blow his head off? I would have been better off speaking to his wife Giselle. Now she's something, that woman. She could hold her own with a shotgun. Besides, everyone knows she's the one who wears the pants in that couple. Page 3. September 18th. Lamothe has given up too, that coward. On the other hand, the Lamoths, they're not serious enough. They have a few screws loose. You can't start a revolution with crazy people. I guess these people got tired of Hamilton. Pierre, I know you would have been on my side. You have been a lieutenant in my army. Rest in peace. Eaten by wolves, not an easy way to kick the bucket. Some people in the village are saying you brought this on yourself by poaching those wolves. And in that end, that just brought you to justice in their own way. There will be a monument in your name in my new Quebec. September 28th. I will have to free the Manistan region all by myself. Alejandro Blay didn't appreciate it when I baited him by praising his brother. That guy has changed since Pierre was found. He's been miserable. I tried talking to him about it, but that big oaf only punched the mirror, and that made his hand bleed. I'll give freedom to my country without those tender-hearted folks. They'll thank me later. October 2nd, very recent. What happened last night was horrible. I'd never seen someone die like that. Right next to me, I feel sick. So much blood, I'm wondering if revolution really is for me after all. Okay, I'm guessing we can drop down, maybe. Maybe not. It's nice that that board moved all by itself. All the way down. Now, was there anything past the vision?
Carl suddenly felt observed. He was worried about a presence around him.
Get the steak. I threw the steak out there for you. I don't want to. Alright, fine. I guess maybe I should have maybe thrown the steak a little bit farther away from it. I'm guessing that that's what they're for. We can't eat them.
Carl suddenly felt observed. He was worried about a presence around him.
Really? Alright. Oh, maybe because it wasn't a real wolf. Interesting. Use my rifle unless I absolutely have to because I have so little ammo. Actually, how much do I have? 15 rounds. that almost looks like... Where are we? As if we blow that, I would bet that there's an entrance there, but the problem is, how limited are we going to be and how much dynamite we have or can we find when we know we can get out of here? We just have to hoof it. I think I'll do that. I want to conserve it. I only have 3 pieces, or 3...
Ice seemed to take over this place like mold. That wall wasn't there earlier. How was he going to get out of here?
Gee, I wonder.
The ice, oddly, did not budge despite the powerful fiery blast. Something was definitely rotten in this place.
Wow, alright, so I guess I probably wasted it anyway, right? Got to go down to the other end where we didn't use it before. Oh, and it's dark for the first
No
time.
stone can withstand the force of dynamite.
Except for that stone back there. That could withstand it. I guess those are boards that were blown away from the entrance that we just opened up. Alright, I guess. I do. You're talking about Nintendo Switch, right? Yes, I do, actually. Alright, there's the entrance that we can no longer use. See that? Damn it! They're gonna. They showed that video the other day of Skyrim on Switch. You're gonna make me play that damn game again. I haven't even finished Zelda. Alright, so we need to go straight out and to the left once we get back to the road. We're looking for the blue ice. I need to do a stream or two from that thing. I did like an impromptu Zelda stream one night not too long after I'd gotten it. I had just done the first of the Guardians, is that what they're called? Or the Divine Beasts, I guess. The elephant. And that was the last thing I remember playing. I actually had to, I mean, it's sitting right here. I mean, I actually have one of the Pro controllers. It's kind of dusty because I haven't used it in a while. I actually had to return it because it stopped working. They fixed it. No charge. Should be at the store. Oh, a little bit farther to go. We're gonna fill up the gas tank. Gas can. Should be like right here. Carl's inventory is full. How? I'm just filling up what I already have. Deposit. Alright, let's... Pliers, we don't want to... Put the gun in there for now. Alright, gas can is full. Now, put the gas can back. Get the gun out. Although it says we don't have any ammo for it. That seems to be about the biggest technical issue that I've seen with the Switch, is something about that left Joy-Con. I haven't had any problems with mine. Everybody seems to have a problem with those. Hammer, duct tape, we've got a steak, painkillers, medicine. Probably take one of those. We've got a little bit of room left. Consumable. Alright, so we'll do that. Well, I didn't have to load the pistol. So we've got 15 rounds. 303. See, the revolver is showing empty also. Okay, so that ammo is definitely for the gun, or I mean for the rifle. Guessing. There we go. As soon as you put it in your grubby little hands, yep, loaded 5. So we have no pistol ammo, so I'm going to put that in the back of the snowmobile until we find ammo for it, because it's not going to do us any good until we do. Two med kits, pain medicine, hammer, hatchet, 2 pairs of pliers, plenty of pictures, 3 full bottles of water. Kind of cooking with butter at this point. Got a lantern and a flashlight, although didn't we just put the lantern in the not sure which is better to have at this point, so we'll take both of them for now. Okay. Shit. See, I wish... It's weird. We talked about this yesterday when Hazcat was here. You can look at your map while you're driving a car or truck, but you can't do that in a snowmobile. Alright, so we're going to stay on the main road, and the first treasure map that we found down here by the Bedard house, I believe it was, in the mailbox. It's for these two kids that were playing with each other. Not in that way. Don't get any ideas. Map. Oh. Documents. There we go. Treasure maps. Treasure map 1. Yep, that's it. So, Martin's house is the one on the left. I knew it as soon as I said it. It's like, oh, I better say something. Even though there are only... Martin's house is on the left, and the map only shows those two far houses on the right, so I wonder what the third one is, and it looks like X marks the spot down by the one at the end of the cul-de-sac. So we'll head there first. So we have to see what these crazy kids are up to. First time across the bridge. This bridge. Giraffe. Duct tape. All right, it's over. Game is over. We have 3. Count them. 3 rolls of duct tape. We can literally do anything we want now. Screen. First place. Should be another one on the left, I think, and then another one at the very end. Alright, this should be the cul-de-sac. Maybe. Is that down there? It looks like something burning. Fireplace, maybe? Oh, it's another crossbow bolt. Crossbow bolt.
The crossbow bolts had the same origin. Carl was sure of it. Who was it? And more importantly, what was being hunted like this?
Beer bottle. I don't want any beer bottles. Do want that steak though.
Without a single window to brighten things up, the inside of the cabin was almost pitch black. Beware of close encounters of knee and furniture.
Oh, here we go again. All right, we can put the lantern away. It's not consumable. I thought it was under inventory. Guess we just need to make enough. How does a hammer weigh so much more than a crowbar?
Solitaire, a card game only hermits can truly enjoy. Carl felt depressed at the thought of playing this. Solitaire, a card game only hermits can truly enjoy. Carl felt depressed at the thought of playing this.
Oh. Fresh.
Everything was set up for a well-deserved snack. It seemed like the place hadn't been empty for long, but without knowing exactly why, Carl had the feeling no one was coming back anytime soon.
There's our cocaine. Test it for purity. Alright. I don't see anything else here. according to the... Get up there. Now the treasure map. Let's look at the treasure map. I'm kind of surprised there's two sources of light, although they don't light up much. All right, let's look at the treasure map again. All right, it's just north of the house and just east of the cul-de-sac. Not sure what that line is. Maybe it's a road. Should be maybe right over here. Treasure map number 2. A little bit farther along the rocks. Where is Martin leading us? So it's behind. It's behind this cabin A. We're not going to follow all of them. I have no idea how many there are. Again. A little bit northeast of where we are. Almost due, well, I guess due north, right? A little bit northeast of where we're currently facing, so it's going to be up that. There's the cabin right there. So we'll stop here and look inside for supplies. Gun rack. Oh, more ice. Damn it.
This cabin doesn't look like a bunkhouse, especially with the missing stove and chimney. Carl was intrigued at the secrets possibly hidden here.
Again. Shouldn't be that much farther. Should just be right up in here. Bunkhouse. Ice wall. Ah, here we go. Number 3. And a giraffe. Oh, number 4. Looks like we skipped one. A little bit north, probably. Whoa, hello.
Carl knew why he was suddenly shivering. He was going back to the realm of visions. Carl had no issue recognizing the spirit-like figures, but he couldn't figure out what they wanted from him. The phantom, freed of reality's shackles, vanished in the forest. Earlier, Carl had witnessed a tragedy that befell it. Another phantom disappeared in the wilderness.
Oh, are these the 4
Carl
people that we had the
seen what
visions
happened to
of,
it,
I guess?
too. A third phantom gently faded away. Carl noticed that as the cursed villagers finally left reality, he could feel a sense of unburdening exuding from them in an almost intimate way. The last phantom, lost in solitude up until now, joined the others in the forest's darkness, free at last to enjoy an eternal, well-deserved slumber. Carl was only beginning to understand the horror which had struck this village. He understood that the dead were piling up and that he couldn't help them by himself. The road was clear for him. He needed to push further north and fast to find help.
Disappeared? We're not going to go there yet. That's story stuff. We don't want to go there just yet. Key. But I do want to trace back this way. See, what I don't know about the treasure maps is do you have to find them all, or do they just lead from one to the next? And because we skipped 3 but we found 4, is it okay to proceed from 4 or not? I assume it is. It's about break time here. As soon as we find the other map. Where, oh, where did my treasure map go? Should be right around in here. Aha, there it is, right there. Number 3. And that led us to the wall, which is where we found the 4th one. So, alright. Let's go back down. Here. Go ahead and take a break. I want to take one more look around this place to make sure that that key isn't somewhere stupid like underneath a mat. Then we can see what's in it now, rather than having to come back. Alright, yeah, so let me do that. Let me put it on pause here. This ill-behaved game, when I tab out, sometimes it doesn't behave correctly. So yeah, give me about, looks like about 8.5 minutes. Couple songs, we'll be right back. Oh, hey, it behaved that time. Yay. We're back, obviously. All right, let's take another tour around the shack. Oh, hey, fireplace. And here's where we needed the wood. We saw the wood stacked out back by the ice. All right, let's, what are we gonna drop? Yes, I am a hoarder. What is the heaviest thing that we have? Is that gonna be enough? No. Not that we technically need it for warmth. It does give us a safe spot. Although what I don't know, I guess it does, because if our body heat didn't need to go up, then that would mean that we weren't losing any at all with the warm clothes. But since it did, it doesn't negate the need to go to a fire. It just severely lessens it. All right, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time looking around, and there's the thunder. It was supposed to rain tonight. Looks like it might be starting. Let's go back out, because we had the one building out there by the street, the main road. Logs, so pretty much a guarantee there's going to be a fireplace around here somewhere, whether inside or out. At least that's been the case up until now.
It was a typical shack, just like the ones you hear about in Quebecois legends. Local lumberjacks used it to rest and twice a day heat up their pea soup.
Sock.
Who quits a game one step away from victory?
Neither. Alright, I guess that's all that's... Whoa, hello. That was a little bit louder. So that's it. I don't see anything else in here. Not a whole lot except for the chess game. And a safe spot. Let's see, I think... Shit, I should have gotten on that. Shouldn't have gotten on it yet. Next place should be Martin's house, which is across the road. Straight ahead. Blaze, blah. However you... What I should probably do first is check the treasure maps just to make sure there's the next one wasn't on this side of the road. 3, which we found. North. That's where we were just at. So I guess the circle is the previous one, the X is the next one, so we have to backtrack a little bit. I mean, since we're already here, we might as well do that. There's a behind us logo. I wish you could put, there was some way to put some kind of waypoint marker on it. To our left. I hear wolves. Shouldn't be too far from here. should probably do. Let's put the lantern in the back of the snowmobile. Oh, actually, just take one. Well, I can't. I don't have room. To our left. Wish I could rotate the damn thing. It's almost getting to the noise gate. Tracks this way. Ledger, what's up, man? Welcome. I'm good. I'm trying to find a treasure map. I know we're way off track now. Wow. Okay. Alright, snowmobile and the campfire over there. Where is that box? I don't want to spend too much longer on it. It's over here. This knocked down the cold quite a bit. It hadn't gone down very much. And all that walking that we did. Let's head over to Martin's house. Doesn't help that it's dark, but okay, whatever. Alright, looking for a house on the left.
A wintry atmosphere surrounded the house. The soundlessness of the area suggested it was empty.
I really didn't want to get that. We got enough. Got enough bottles. Interesting. The string with a magnet on it.
Carl's big fingers prevented him from reaching the key.
Wow, this is well lit. It's almost like there's somebody here.
Money in a jar. What a shame. Carl would have loved cookies.
God. His luggage? Lots of flowers in there for a guy's stuff. See, we've seen this wire. This is like the third place we've seen.
The key, which seemed to be meant for a padlock, bore an inscription reading Cloutier et Fils. A company name.
It's the third place we've seen attached wire, but
businesses weren't exactly
no
numerous
wire
around
to be
these
found.
parts.
The spirograph. Who remembers those? Hascat, you there?
The spirograph amused Carl. It was a nice modern toy, aside from being repetitive by nature and completely useless. Still, it found its way into many Quebecois homes.
Quebecois. I remember those.
The picture had been
hey,
hanging
you're
inside
back.
the house. It was the same wallpaper, judging by the smiles. Nobody suspected the impending misfortunes. Little Martin Blais was a family member. There was some resemblance between them, and Carl took note of the sense of bonding and pride they projected.
There was one yesterday. There was a Etch-a-Sketch. And it was a picture of a house with a landscape or whatever, and there was a sun in the picture and on the Etch-a-Sketch, and Mr. Announcer and Mr. Narrator guy said, how did they draw the circle? Because circles were notoriously hard to draw on an Etch-a-Sketch without completely messing it up. Note from Martin Blais. My sweet Marie, please excuse my handwriting. I am in a hurry. I have to leave for North Manistan with Mom and Ms. Wah. As they say, it's too dangerous around here these days. I don't know much about what's going on because Mom won't tell me anything in an attempt to reassure me. But all I know is she has the same exact expression on her face as when I startle her. Dad and Mr. Wah aren't coming because they have gone to meet Mr. Lachamp. They're real heroes. My grandmother lives in a very big house in North Manistan. You would be welcome here. Marie is who Martin left the treasure maps for. I must go now. Quite literally, your friend, Martin. Do those already? Nope. All the mirrors that I've seen are all busted like that. Every one of them. Article about Pierre. We haven't looked at the journal in a while. An unsolvable accident. Over the last few days, a lack of resources forced the death investigation of Pierre Blais to come to a halt. The autopsy of the body conducted over the last few weeks didn't reveal any clue that could have helped the investigators, who refused to comment on what would happen next. This new development is happening in the context of the hypothesis of an accident, which is still, in spite of skepticism expressed by the local population, the ongoing official cause of death provided by the authorities. The incident is said to have occurred in the forests surrounding Lake Otomapec. Pierre Blais was found lifeless 2 weeks ago near a footpath leading to the soon-to-be-restarted copper mine. Blais, an engineer by training who was working on behalf of the consortium headed by William Hamilton, was reportedly in charge of the development plan surrounding the reopening of the mine. At first, police had disclosed that the body had been desecrated. Today, the official version is that it was partly devoured by beasts, hence the original assumption that a crime had been committed. Looks like Hockey cards. Le Monstre. Okay, with blue eyes. And 2 wolves out in the woods. This is obviously Martin's room. Luis's diary. Another journal entry, okay. I fear the worst for Alexandre. He hardly gets any sleep. I thought it was the work, but it seems to be far worse than that. From dusk till dawn, he stares into the void. He barely speaks to me. His son asked him to play the ball, and he didn't say a word. And that way, he has to glance at the window. Last night I heard him mumble in his sleep. He's coming, he murmured. I don't know why, but those words left a deep impression on me. He woke up shortly after, covered in sweat. He couldn't remember his dream, obviously. He didn't go back to sleep after that, chain smoking the night away over the window. He told me to pack my things this morning. I wonder why. Does he himself know? We're waiting, but for what? I think I feel dread. Actually, a little after your time. Yeah, we had both of those. Both of those, Etch-a-Sketch and a Spirograph. Pretty talented wolf. I have to use the doorknob to get out. Oh, I wonder if he's going to be waiting for me outside. All right, let's look at the journal. We haven't looked at that in quite a while. Let's see, the cold mystery. Let's see, what do we got new here? Bottom left, I don't know the chemical process in which pictures reveal invisible prints. I have to say it looks entirely supernatural. That looks like the entrance to the cave where we found the dynamite and the rifle. The middle right we found yesterday. That was the combination to the safe where the guy had the incriminating papers on Mr. Hamilton. Bottom right, the general store manager's wife, Giselle. Chance frozen. What freezer is behind this? That was from yesterday as well. Let's see. Cold Mystery 2. hard to say what the Blaze family was running from exactly, but they were definitely running from something. A letter from a child is helping me move forward with my investigation. Martin Blaze and his mother, along with Jean Moi, took off northbound to find shelter. The men set out to warn Gilles LeChance. The Bedard family home was completely empty, not a living soul. They got lucky. No rushed escape for them, only an easy vacation with family in Loch St. John. Danger drives people away from their hamlet. The laws are no exception, like this note left behind suggests. The four people, the strange wall of ice is growing fast, trapping us. What's one more weird phenomenon around here? It seems like the four glowing ghostly silhouettes have something to do with this. It's the busy season for wood chopping, so why is the place empty? Strange, very strange. Ice has taken over this heavy-set man. This cold spares no one. Jean Blovin was scared of something, and that thing survived the shots he fired. The whole situation is worrying me more and more. Okay, that's the guy that was building the spaceship in the garage. That was partially yesterday, partially from Saturday. Hunt. We found two of the crossbow bolts stuck into the wood on a trailer near a cabin. I got hold of a journal that bears witness to a hunt. Someone tried to stop a beast. I can't understand all of it, but I feel a little bit less lonely. Some background on some of the people. Alexandre Blaze, 34-year-old lumberjack. His brother Pierre, was killed by wolves a week earlier, eaten alive. Alexandre was really upset about it. Most would be for less. With Wilfred, Alexandre tried to warn Gilles of the danger awaiting in South Manistan. Sometimes trying is not enough. Louise Blaze, 32-year-old clerk. Shy woman worried about the drama hitting her family again. Her first concern is her husband. It appears that she migrated towards North Manistan with her son and a friend the day before I arrived. I can't say more than that. Martin, 11-year-old schoolboy. This ordinary kid is only looking for entertainment in this northern desert. He plays troublemaker and brings his friends along with him. Kids will be kids, right? The day before I arrived, he wrote a letter to his friend Marie. This letter got lost under the furniture, but I know that Martin had no idea how serious the situation was. Naivete of a child is a gift sometimes. Claude Beaupre, who's the doctor. Old Rosaire, who was the old man that gave us the coat. And these are all of our pictures. We are missing pictures of 3 of the people that were frozen. We only have 1, but there were 4. Alright, so where do we go next? Looks like it's back to the ice wall, somewhere up there. This wasn't here when we came.
When finding a boot, one wonders what became of the foot.
It was definitely not there when we came. But we do have the key. Should be able to get in here now. Oh, really? Still can't reach that, so that's probably the key for this door. So what is the key that we found for? I thought we'd covered. Everything, but maybe not. Take one more quick look. That's what I was saying before. It's like if that's like 3 places we've found where there's supposed to be need wire for something, and we have found 0 wire. Not a single piece of wire have we found. Yeah, they're right there. I don't know. So it's obvious that the key that's in the ground is the one for this door. Because the key that we found... Scarface, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? Seen you in a while, man. Scarface is one of my friends on PlayStation. Did you get your free games today? I assume you're a PS Plus member? cabin should be right here to our right, so... Alright, let's see which... let's take a look at the measure maps again. Man, look at all the freaking documents. They could have done a better job of giving you access. They keep getting smaller and smaller. The more you find. Oh, that's right. It was the one. All right, the one that we never found. All right, never mind. Well, I guess. Turn back this way. Wall should be over here somewhere. There's the road. That was north of here, I think. Uh-oh, hey, there's some new ice. See, what I don't know is how you can determine from these hoof prints, paw prints, or whatever, which direction the animal was going. Is it in the pointed direction or is it in the rounded direction? I'm gonna guess the pointed direction is the way they were going. I don't know. If anybody knows, you are welcome to speak up. So let's head it off this way. How convenient is that, huh? Of course, we need a log. Here we go again. Oh, nice. We put the lantern in the bag, and it actually hung it on the back. Matches. I don't know why we pick up the cigarettes. I'm not gonna bother using them. har, har. Okay. Led us to the road where I promptly got ran over by a truck. Carl, which you see had a compass, but none were to be found. Look straight ahead. Okay, that was number 4, treasure map. And I think the wall section was over here, was it? Because I thought it was off to the side where we had the vision of the 4 people. Bam! So we're there. Finally. Should be right, yeah, right here. Treasure map. Oh, nope. Film. Film. Tracks. I really wish I could look at the map without getting off the snowmobile. Just keep going. I guess keep going around the trail. Obviously more new territory, so we don't know where we are. Really where we're going either. It's a trap! That's a good sign. We have a fire.
Another diary.
Another.
Carl felt like someone was trying to communicate with him.
Another crossbow.
Or was it simply the result of happenstance?
Let's get the picture of the ice and the crossbow bolt first. Mysterious journal B. The beast has outwitted me. It is aware that I know all of its weaknesses. It is aware of my strength. It is the predator become prey. Through some unknown force, it was able to create a wall made of ice between north and south. It's the White Walkers! The beast did not want it to be disturbed. I have found a way. It is my destiny to stop it. It is progressing
Carl
fast.
wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Oh, shut up. All right. Of course. Good thing I loaded this thing up with wood at the beginning of the game. Probably put some of these things in there, like... I mean, those aren't gonna do anything for the weight. Bullets. Usually, at least up until now, there have been stacks of firewood.
Carl had found what he was looking for. He needed to get back on the road.
I do not see any here.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
What happened to my jacket? Did I not stand in front of the fire long enough? Trail. I'm not sure if we're supposed to take the trail or take the road. We've got about 5 minutes left for the day, so we won't have time to go far. observation tower. Alrighty, you have my interest, sir. So give me a chance to fill up on firewood, too. One at a time. Side. Ice.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore. Carl reckoned that the place was still inhabited less than 24 hours ago. His detective sense tingled, revealing to him, or was it the strong smell of wilderness in the air?
Spidey sense.
There were most likely two men.
All right, lantern for light, maybe. Oh no, that's not really what I wanted. I already have one of those.
Two blankets. There were doubtless two people here, Carl reckoned. The jacket was still soaking wet. The poor man had, surely unwillingly, had a taste of the pond's water not too long ago. According to the pay stub, that poor man was Alexandre Blais.
Bleh. Martin's dad. Letter to Pierre. Tuesday, March 15th. About 6 months ago, game time. Pierre, I just want to remind you that there are rules that are meant to be followed, whether you like it or not. I hear that you've been poaching a lot lately, that you don't even care about being discreet anymore. Heck, I don't even have a chance to pretend I don't see you these days. If I continue to turn a blind eye on this, what will people say? You've gone too far this time, buddy. I'll have to find you. Wilfred. Is there another one? Is it the same one? Letter to Pierre number one. Oh, there we go. Letter for Pierre number two.
Pierre the poacher Blais was definitely not the one who lived here.
Blais.
Indeed, Carl learned earlier that the man had recently been shredded to death by, allegedly, beasts.
Beasts. Thursday, September 24th. Recently. Pierre, I thought I told you that you went too far. You've really hit the last straw this time, and everyone knows it's you. My friendship with your brother won't save your skin anymore. If you dare touch a single tuft of fur within my jurisdiction, I swear you'll regret it. Like that nice hunting cabin of yours, eh? I'm thinking of hanging a huge padlock on its door. Would be pretty, don't you think? Point is, if you keep on going, you'll be the one behind padlock and bars in the county's jail. And Rune, take heed, buddy. Really, take heed.
There should be a rifle hanging there. Its owner may not be very far.
I don't see anything else. Is there anything? We'll check outside and then that'll be it for the day. Got to get a picture of the ice for sure. Nice. Alright, we'll go back inside. Go back inside, get a save at the fire. That will be it. Okay, so yeah, we'll pick up here tomorrow. I mean, I don't know how much we have left. I really don't. I mean, based on all the stuff that's down here up to where we are, unless there's a lot of stuff to discover on the way, there ain't a lot in the map. Although it looks like Hamilton's house is way up there. I mean, if we've got to discover all of this stuff up here, we're going to be here for a little while longer. And we've been... It'll be 10 hours after today. So, but regardless, we will pick up here tomorrow. Let's see, before we shut down, what do we got over here? Oh, hold on just a second. This game doesn't behave well when you tab out of it. Tab out of it. Thank you, Misbehave. I appreciate that very much. Let's see. We got hosts on the Twitch side. I didn't even get any notifications today. Were they even showing up in chat, I wonder? I think I remember seeing... Didn't Ty do one at the beginning? Maybe not. From Jay, Badger Chief, Misbehave, Pro Scion. Thank you guys very much for those. I don't know why I didn't get the notifications. Weird. But anyway, yeah, thank you, Badger. I appreciate that. And everybody else, enjoy the rest of your day as well. We'll be back here. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? I'm kind of off today. I'm thinking it's one day later than it actually is. I've been thinking it's Wednesday all day today for some reason. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and we'll be here from 6 to 9. And I hope you guys can come out. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day.